Hi ladies and gentlemen, Chet here from Avion Technology in the Chicagoland area. We are a digital agency that works with other small digital agencies to help them scale up, become more profitable, make an amazing exit. We also work with a lot of other small businesses. One of the businesses that we work with is law firms. Law firms, as we all know, a lot of it depends on the kind of online presence that they have, the sophistication, the values that their website showcases. So today's lecture is about law firms websites, and what are the must-have functionalities in a law firm's website. This is going to be a really fast session. You will see a lot of these in the captions. You will also see a lot of all of these in the description below, so it's okay if you don't follow it. But if you're an agency and if you have a client who's a law firm, these are some of the ideas that you can pitch them for must-have functionality for their website. Or even if you're a law firm, take a look at these, and these could be some functionality that could be there in your firm's website. So just to set up a context, after the pandemic, things have just accelerated from an online perspective. A lot of bricks and mortar businesses earlier that would not even consider having an online presence or having an online interaction today have been forced by the pandemic to kind of go online. I know law firms have typically been extremely technology resistant, and however, after the pandemic, even law firms have perforce had to embrace technology. So here are some of the functionalities that would do really well on your firm's website. Number one, appointment booking. That's a no-brainer, especially if you have multiple lawyers. By the way, before I go ahead, since we're dealing with lawyers, please do not take any of this as legal advice or even financial advice. This is just a conversation. So yeah, just a disclaimer. So number one is appointment booking. No-brainer. If you have one lawyer who's really busy, or if you have multiple lawyers, an amazing way for someone to book a free consult is using the appointment app. If you're using WordPress, there's Calendly, there's Google Calendar, a lot of different apps and plugins available. But definitely look at some kind of a appointment app, appointment plugin for your law firm. Second is a virtual consult. There is Zoom, there's Google Meet. There's a lot of different ones available. You should definitely look at some kind of a online meeting app, especially one which is connected to your appointment booking app. This way, you don't have to spend a lot of time just trying to, sending out a Zoom meeting or setting up a Zoom meeting. If the virtual consult is set up with the appointment booking, that'll make your life really easy. The third one is client onboarding. Usually a lot of forms, there's case histories. So you can actually automate this and have it digital so that it goes in and sits in some kind of a document management system. Next is case tracking. The case's progress, messages to the client, portal, like a backend dashboard where all of this kind of sits in one place. Really good idea. I know that 10 years back, all of this was offline, but today, this has to be online. Case tracking, document management, a place where you can upload and download documents, and some kind of messaging between you and the client. It doesn't have to be real time, but some kind of a messaging system between you and the client. Next is e-signatures. DocuSign is a famous example. Definitely use DocuSign, but any kind of an e-signature platform, because I do know that in law, there's a lot of times you have to send stuff over for signatures. So definitely e-signatures. This is on the back end. On the front end, definitely need to showcase attorney profiles, their bios, any social proof, any awards that they have won, or any awards that they have, any awards that your law firm has won, any work that you do within the community. Next is subject matter expertise. This is 100% applicable to law. This is 100% applicable to financial services. This is even applicable to my sector, media. These days, I'm noticing that a lot of clients actually do their due diligence, they do their research even before they've met you. even before they've filled out the inquiry form. The way they do that is by actually going through your website and seeing your subject matter expertise, seeing your case studies, right? I mean, it's called success stories these days. Earlier it used to be called case studies. But seeing your case studies, seeing your white papers, seeing your previous wins, seeing how you project that subject matter expertise. So definitely, if you're a law firm, make sure you have social proof, which is your awards or your Google reviews, all that stuff. Nobody wants to be the first person to do anything, right? We always look for social proof. We always look for social validation. So do look for social proof. And the second is subject matter expertise. 100%, if you have white papers, case studies, all that stuff, put it on your website, your previous wins. The last is very important, and that is to have searchable content. What does happen is that on a lot of law firms' websites, there's a lot of lawyers. Even in like middle tier kind of law firms, you'll have 50 or 100 lawyers, and they have different business areas. There's different offices located at different locations. The user needs the ability to be able to search for that specific person or that specific practice area or that specific location based on some kind of a searchable filter. If that is not there, then the user spends too much time trying to figure out things on their own. Now, there's a lot of ways in which you can kind of make this appealing. So there's a lot of ways to kind of make that filter look very sleek, look very nice, but definitely have searchable content. So these were a couple of quick things that your law firm website should have. There's other things, online payments, or what else? I mean, online payment is the first thing that comes to mind, but there's a lot of other functionality as well that can be included, like a LexisNexis, for example, API integration with your website. So there are a lot of things that can be integrated, but of course those are advanced features. But for now, make sure that your website has these. The key takeaway today is that law firms are no longer immune to technology. Law firms have to invest in technology, and that trend is just going to keep on accelerating. So make sure your website is up to date. Make sure your website makes sense. Make sure your website has all these different functionality, and that's just going to give you an edge in your business. Here at Avion, we've worked with other law firms, giving them a spectacular digital presence. So if you have a project, let us know. We'd be happy to discuss that with you. If you've liked this content, press like. If you want to subscribe, press subscribe. Chet here from Avion Technology here in the Chicagoland area. Today is Thursday, so I have one more day left before I go on my vacation. So thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye.